Hi, my name is Annie, and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers and thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. Before we get started on the energy update, I do want to share with you my location. I am hiking up Mt Tabor, which is an extinct volcanic vent. It became extinct about 300,000 years ago, and with all of the energy that's prominent and the galactic energy that's coming in to help us, I really thought it would be prudent to climb as high as I could today and bring this energy update to you using this volcanic energy to spread the message. So let's jump right in. As we discussed in the last video, today we have some challenging energy that has perfected earlier this morning. Mars at 29 degrees of Cancer opposed Pluto anaretic degree. It will be the last opposition before Pluto leaves Capricorn on the 19th. This means there are power struggles that have to do with control, over control, and it is going to or could possibly inflect some fear-based thinking or actions relative to your security, family, or home. We discussed this in the video update from, I believe it was Friday, the last one I dropped. So if you need to know more about that, please click on that video and watch that. In addition, today we have Venus, which is in the sign of Sagittarius, is opposing Jupiter, which is retrograde in Gemini. With Jupiter sextiling Chiron, retrograde in Aries, this opposition is relieved by healing the I am, being seen and heard. In addition, Venus is trine Chiron, and that wedge of relief, turning this into an adventure of love, expanding the healing because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. While it has not perfected, Neptune is retrograde, offering the same to Mars, that Mars-Pluto opposition. Neptune is retrograde, asking us not to be deceived. Be mindful of illusions at this time. Apply your intuitive insight for resolve, especially with power struggles and dynamic. Step away from fear. Step into your intuition. Tomorrow, the Sun in Scorpio will trine Saturn retrograde in Pisces. This is going to occur in the morning around 9:35 here on the Pacific coast and 12:35 a.m. on the East Coast, This is all about using your intuition and going deep to resolve issues around responsibility and your authenticity. This is a trine, so this is very supportive energy. We definitely appreciate the effort that we have put into a situation, and we're seeing the bounty of those efforts. On the 5th, the North Node in Aries will trine Mercury and Sagittarius. This brings in opportunities for growth and expansion and self-expression through communication. Very, very easy energy. Again, a trine. We don't have to do anything. It just comes in by tapping into it. Then on the 7th, we have Mercury is going to enter shadow. Yes, that's correct. It's time for Mercury retrograde season in the sign of Sagittarius. So Mercury enters shadow at 6 degrees, 24 minutes of Sagittarius. It will then retrograde on November 25th at 22 degrees, 40 minutes of Sag. It's important to take a look at your personal placements, and if you have any planets between, I would say, 3-4 degrees of Sag to about 25 degrees of Sag, this Mercury retrograde season could be profound for you. In addition, if your ruling planet, if you're a Virgo or Gem, any actions by Mercury certainly influence you, so we'll want to stay tuned for that. Mercury is going to go direct at 6 degrees on the 15th of December and out of shadow on the 2nd of January 2025. It's important to journal at this time. While Mercury's in shadow, before it goes retrograde on the 25th of this month, we're going to repeat. We're going to repeat the same energy. So journal if you can, especially if you're having any challenges. You know, with Mercury and Sagittarius, it's expansive and needs to know more, the truth. It's very philosophical in nature and quite intellectual and optimistic. With Mercury going retrograde, it's complex to solve issues. Our optimism might wane. Sagittarius loves to travel, so expect travel to be challenging. You may second guess your beliefs. Use this time to step back. It's a retrograde season. We're reassessing, we're reviewing and realigning so that we can dial in our beliefs when he merges from shadow on the 2nd of January. We may have to re-educate ourselves during this process, but please hold off on any directional changes or massive shifts until after he goes direct. Then on the 9th of this week, November 9th, Venus in Sag is going to square Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Where has our optimism led to disillusion? Important to ponder. So, to wrap up this week, we have so much intense oppositional energy. It's important to lean into that Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, sextile Chiron. It's going to be with us all week. Before retrograde, Jupiter conjunct Altura, that is a Kuiper Belt object, at 20 degrees, 29 minutes of Gemini. Altura asks us to review our belief systems based on new knowledge, allowing us to shed social programming that is no longer relevant to our evolutionary process. Yes, we are healing and evolving, integrating 5-dimensional principles to our beliefs, strengthening the I am, being seen, being heard. Your voice, and more importantly, your existence, means something, not only to you, but to the collective. Remember, please, if you feel powerless, especially in this very challenging energy today, if you're feeling that, remember, relativity to our interpersonal relationships is definitely affecting the collective. If we can heal our interpersonal relationships, the one with ourselves, the one with those closest to us, will certainly lead to the healing of the collective overall. So I pulled a card today. I decided, given all of this energy, that we would use the Field Tarot deck. See if I can get that. There we go. Hate to ruin this beautiful surroundings. By Hannah Fofana. And the card that jumped out today the Prince of Cups. Introspection. What a great card for this week. The Prince of Cups is kind and understanding towards others. He is very in touch with his own feelings and emotions. Guided by his heart, he reminds us to look inward for love and harmony before looking to anyone else. Enlightenment, peace, empathy, open heart, and compassion are key words here. Let's review those again. Enlightenment, peace, empathy, open heart, and compassion. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please do click the like button. If you know someone that could be helped by this video, please co-create with me and share it with them. If you want to know when videos are being dropped, please click the subscribe button. Any comments or suggestions, especially while I'm here in Portland, I'm here for 30 days. Eventually we're going to get to the top of Mt Tabor, and hopefully I can catch some beautiful scenery from the top of Mt Tabor that overlooks Portland. If that's something you're interested in, please let me know so that I can focus on the scenery, this gorgeous scenery, while I'm here. I hope you have a fabulous week of building and connecting on an interpersonal level, healing our connections so that any polarities in the collective can be healed as well. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.